Right now, let's bring in Michigan Congresswoman Lisa McClain. Congresswoman, you will be with the president today, former president, at the border. What is the point of the trip? What will this trip achieve?
I think this trip will achieve, again, heightened awareness of policies that used to work, and with a stroke of a pen, those policies being completely in ruin now. The border's not secure. We all know that. Yes, we have people coming across the border, but we also have another issue, which is the opioid and all of the illegal drugs that are coming through. So I think this will highlight again and bring attention to the crisis that we do have at the border.
What's your role here? Why are you going? You're from Michigan, way up north, 1,000 miles from the border. Why are you there? What's your interest in this?
Well, everyone should be interested in it, because in Michigan at the Albion, in our town of Albion, we are receiving unaccompanied minors. We have a facility that holds 200 unaccompanied minors that are coming to my state, to your point, 1,000 miles away. But I am also concerned about this from the drug and opioid epidemic, because the Border Patrol agents cannot deal with the amount of illegal immigration that is coming across the border. And when they're dealing with that, that leaves holes for the cartels and the drug smugglers to traffic all of these drugs across the border. I mean, let's look at fentanyl is up 300%. That is not just going to stay in the state of Texas.
Who else will you be meeting with down there?
Well, we have a delegation from the Republican Study Committee coming down that will actually help work on policy. President Trump obviously is coming down. We're going to do a roundtable with Governor Abbott. So hopefully we can begin to put the politics aside and actually deal with the issues of securing the borders again and make America safe, not for just us, but for our children as well.
Do you favor finishing the wall?
100%. I've been down here, and where the wall is, people don't cross. Where the wall is not finished, guess where they're crossing?
Got it. Okay, one last one, if I may, Congresswoman. You mentioned that in Michigan there is this facility where you're receiving some of these very young children who came across the border. Who pays for that?
We do. We do.
The people of Michigan?
Yes, and while we're on pay, if I could just add one thing. I talked to the Department of Health and Human Services, and I asked him, was there a crisis at the border? He said no. I asked him if there was a pandemic crisis. He said yes. Then I asked him, why, if we have a non-crisis at the border, are we diverting $2 billion of COVID funds and stockpile funds from a pandemic, which there is a crisis, to a non-crisis at the border? Cause and effect, it doesn't make sense.
Excellent. Congresswoman, thank you very much for being with us today. A valuable trip, a valuable visit to the border indeed, and we wish you the best of luck. We'll see you again.
Thank you.
Sure thing.